Warhawks! Welcome back to AUMLive News. I'm Rachel.
And I'm Shatea. Thanks for joining us. Today we are exploring issues with Blackboard Ultra, a fun event happening on campus this week and more. But first, did you know that April is National Stress Month? We'll turn it back to Rachel, who has some tips for handling finals this month.
We are all facing the end of the semester and final exams that come with it. This is a time of year that stress can spike. It's exam season, essays are due, and it all seems to come at once. Make sure to give yourself a break and use some stress management exercises, like getting plenty of sleep and eating well. With the right tools, you can breeze through finals and get closer to summer.
If you're like most students and teachers, you've probably had trouble with our course platform, Blackboard Ultra. We'll join Krista for the story.
Blackboard is something that students here at AUM use on a daily basis. It's how we know what is assigned by our professors, how we know when things are due, and how we track our progress in our classes. Ultimately, Blackboard is a key element to our academic experience here at AUM. This led me to ask how students and faculty feel personally about the program. Last year, the university put out a survey of students and faculty, collecting data and comments about Blackboard, especially the new version they just implemented last year, Blackboard Ultra. The school then published the review of all the data collected. When faculty was asked about their general satisfaction with Blackboard Ultra, 58% of faculty that was surveyed said that they were not satisfied with the program. I took the time to speak with Professor Summer Tate about her feelings on the matter.
So initially, I have made it no secret to students, and I have heard students' complaints loud and clear. I am not a fan of the new Blackboard Ultra. I am not a fan in its layout. I am not a fan in some of its procedure. I do believe that on paper, the idea of what they're trying to achieve, it sounds great, but its execution is absolutely lacking. The grade book to me is one of the largest negatives, and I do think that this is a very sensitive area and a problematic area for students. It's hard for them to see their grade in the class. It's hard for us to make sure that we're reflecting the grades correctly. It has complicated something that used to be very simple.
In the same review, students were asked their opinion on the overall satisfaction with Blackboard Ultra. 40% were satisfied with their experience, 37% were not satisfied, and 18% were neutral. As we can see from the data collected, students overall are more satisfied with their Blackboard experience than faculty. Transfer student Mason Lawrence tells us about his experience with Blackboard.
Ultra would be more accessible. I feel like it's more restrictive. I know a lot of teachers have had a lot more problems with Blackboard Ultra versus the normal Blackboard because I'm someone who strongly agrees with sometimes simple is better. And Ultra seems to have some bells and whistles that they added that just are not needed and complicate everything more. Teachers have simplified the folders a lot. I know the first semester we had it was week 1, week 2, week 3. Most of my classes, they have PowerPoints, assignments, projects, and those are the only 3 folders they have because they're trying to help the students to be able to find all the things they need as quickly as possible and as simply as possible.
On the other hand, student Zenaria Simpson tells us about her opinion on Blackboard.
I wouldn't change nothing because I'm not having any problems. But people that do have problems, if they change it, I don't think I would mind as long as I can still get it done, you know?
Overall, the university makes an effort to hear the concerns of students and faculty alike. Who knows what the university will implement in the coming semesters? Hopefully, it will be something that the AUM community as a whole can easily use and benefit from. This has been Krista Burns, AUMLive Campus News.
I was able to meet with Program Coordinator Lorena Tamayo, who provided some details about the upcoming cultural festival. Let's check it out.
What inspired AUM to host the cultural festival, and what do you hope attendees will gain from this event?
Well, the festival really started out of the desire to showcase and celebrate the beauty of all the cultures represented here on campus, both international and domestic. So we have over 40 countries represented from around the world, but also various students from all over Alabama. And it is our hope to help the community celebrate, both the AM community and the River region, to experience what we get to experience every day.
Can you tell us more about the Parade of Nations and the cultural significance behind the traditional costumes worn by the international students and community members?
Yeah, so part of the Parade of Nations is just to see how global AUM is, and to represent all the countries that are represented here. Sometimes we don't know just how many there are until we see all of them en masse. So to see all the colors of different cultural dress, as well as all the flags all together, will be a way to celebrate all that's on our campus.
So can you tell me when and what time will the festival take place, and where will it be located on campus?
Yeah, so it will be this Saturday, April 15th, from 3 to 7 p.m. There will be activities in the quad, 3 to 4 p.m., and 4 to 6 will be performances in the athletic complex in the gym, and then food tastings from around the world, including some snacks, not just food, but snacks and drinks from around the world from 6 to 7. There will also be different activities, such as writing name writing table where people can write their names in different non-Roman alphabets, martial arts demonstration, and more.
The Cultural Festival is set to happen this Saturday, April 15th, from 3 to 7 p.m.
Speaking of student events, make sure to check out Theater AUM's newest production, Uncle Vanya, premiering this weekend. Mason took time to sit down with Yazene Palmer to talk about it. Let's check it out.
Hey, my name is Mason Lawrence and I'm with the AUM News.
Hi, I'm Yazene Palmer and I play Sonia.
And the students in the next 2 weeks will be able to see your play, Uncle Vanya. Could you just give us a taste of what it's about?
Uncle Vanya is a play about this family, and they have difficult issues, and there's this feud going on that's really taking it down on the entire family. So it's crazy.
It's just a crazy family.
Right, yeah.
And in that crazy family, what part does Sonia play?
Sonia is the light of the house. She keeps everybody's spirits up and fills the room anywhere in the house with joy. She brings everyone back to reality. She brings everyone peace that they're looking for. So she definitely is that light.
Gotcha. And when will AUM students be able to come and see this play?
They can see it April 13th through the 15th and April 20th through the 22nd at 7:30 at Theater AUM. And on Sunday, they can see it at 2.
Okay, for a matinee?
Yeah, right.
And last question, where does the play take place? Like, where is it set in the time of it?
It's the 1900s, rural Russia.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, rural Russia.
Well, thank you for making time for us here at AUMLive. It's been a pleasure to get to interview you.
Thank you.
And everyone go see Uncle Vanya.
Yes.
Thank you, Mason. It's warming up as summer heads our way, so it's perfect weather to head out to AUM's fields to support our teams. We'll turn it over to Cam for his sports coverage.
Thanks, Taya. AUM's baseball team faced off against St. Leo University last Friday in a doubleheader matchup. The Warhawks entered the game dropping the previous one against the Lions with a final score of 13-2. However, the Warhawks will be unable to secure a win in both doubleheader games, losing the first one 9-8, followed by the second one 8-0. The first game was a nail-biter for the Warhawks that went into 11 innings. AUM pitchers Wade Chandler, Clay Sagal, Grant Hickman, Tommy Vickers, Michael Myers, and Brett Pitts allowed a total of 16 hits combined in the loss against the Lions. In the 7th inning, Casey Clark, who was Gulf South Conference Player of the Week, would hit an RBI single to give the Warhawks a 4-1 lead. Shortly after, Cooper Doman would hit the ball down the line to left field, leading to Clark and Zach Dew to score to give the Warhawks a 6-1 lead. However, the Lions would end up mounting a comeback in the 8th inning by scoring a total of 5 runs to tie the game against the Warhawks at 6-6. In the 9th inning, Brody Sire would hit the ball to the right side of the field, leading to Zach Dew to tie the game for the Warhawks at 7-7. In the 10th inning, Jake Spivey would hit a home run for the Warhawks to tie the game for the Warhawks at 8-8. However, the Lions would end up scoring a run and getting 3 outs in the 11th inning to take the win against the Warhawks. The baseball team will be on the road against the University of West Florida on Friday at 5 p.m. This has been Cameron Grant with your AUM Sports News. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Cam. As always, thank you for joining us here at AUMLive News.
We hope you have a wonderful week and stay safe. Until next time, I'm Chatea.
And I'm Rachel. See you next week.